Welcome back, students. Now we have seen the problems of cyclic train with bevel gears in the last class. So two problems I think we have solved. Now this is the third one. This you just take down. Okay, write down the problem in your notebook and solve at your end. Okay. So figure shows a differential gear used in motor car. The pinion A on the propeller shaft has 12 teeth and gears with crown gear B which has 60 teeth. The shaft P and Q form the rear axle to which the road wheels are attached. If the propeller shaft rotates at 1000 rpm and the road wheel attached to axle Q at a speed of 210 rpm while taking a turn, find the speed of road wheel attached to axle P. So this is axle P, this is Q. Here C, E, D, F, A, B, this is the propeller shaft, correct? This is the arm. So this is the figure it is given and accordingly you have to solve this problem. Okay, so try to solve at your end. This is a homework for you. Now here we will see the next topic, important topic, that is torques in epicyclic gear train. So carefully observe the figure. So let us say this is a figure, this is a fixed member in an epicyclic gear train. Here a shaft is given, so this is input shaft, this is output shaft. So I have shown the torques, let us say T1, then T3 and T2. So T1 is the torque at input shaft, T2 is the torque at output shaft, T3 is the torque of fixed member. Then omega 1 and omega 2. I have shown omega 1, omega 2. Carefully observe the figure. When the rotating parts of an epicyclic gear train, as shown in figure, have no angular acceleration, the gear train is kept in equilibrium by three externally applied torques. So which are three externally applied torques? First one is input torque T1, second one is output torque T2, and third one is torque of fixed member, or it is called as holding torque, that is T3. The net torque applied to gear train must be 0. So T1 plus T2 plus T3 is equal to 0. And we know that torque equal to force into radial displacement. So F1 into R1, T2 is F2 into R2, T3 is F3 into R3. So F1, F2, F3 are the corresponding externally applied forces at radius R1, R2, R3 respectively. So for equilibrium, net kinetic energy dissipated by the gear train must be 0. So therefore T1 omega 1 plus T2 omega 2 plus T3 omega 3 equal to 0. But we know that for fixed member, omega 3 is always 0. So if omega 3 is 0, so omega 3 into T3, that is 0. So we will get T1 omega 1 plus T2 omega 2 is equal to 0. So therefore T2 is equal to T1 minus T1 into omega 1 by omega 2. Okay. So this T2 value put in equation number is 1. So we got T1 plus T2 plus T3 equal to 0. So T1 minus this T2 value minus T1 omega 1 upon omega 2 plus T3 equal to 0. Therefore T3 equal to T1 omega 1 by omega 2 minus T1. If you take common, so T3 is equal to T1 into omega 1 by omega 2 minus 1. So this is the required expression of holding torque. And it can be written as T3 equal to T1 into bracket N1 by N2 minus 1. Okay, so this is very important equation as far as torques are concerned. T3 is holding torque. Holding torque can be calculated by this equation theoretically. Now we will see the problem. Here this figure shows an epicyclic gear train. So carefully observe the figure. Gear E is there, it is annulus gear. In that another gear D is there. See by showing dotted. Then gear B, this is a gear B meshing with E, and another gear C is there. C is meshing with D, and B is meshing with A. So pinion A has, now this is pinion, power is given here. Pinion A has 15 teeth and rigidly fixed to a motor shaft. So it is fixed to a motor shaft. The wheel B has 20 teeth. Wheel B, it is meshing with A, has 20 teeth and meshes with gear A and also with the annular fixed wheel E. So it is also meshing with E. Pinion C has 15 teeth. Pinion C, here another gear is C is there has 15 teeth and is integral with B. It is integral with B. That means B and C are compound wheel. Here C meshes with another wheel D. C is meshing with here D, which is key to the machine shaft. Okay, this is key to the machine shaft. The arm rotates about the same shaft on which A is fixed and carry the compound wheel BC. If the motor runs at 1000 rpm, find the speed of machine shaft. Find the torque exerted on the machine shaft if motor develops a torque of 100 Newton meter. Okay, so here this is the problem statement, correct? So you can write at your end problem statement. So this is very good problem. And such type of problem definitely comes in the exam. You write down the problem. Very good problem, very interesting problem. Correct. So here we have to find the speed of machine shaft. That means D is mounted on machine shaft and the torque exerted on the machine shaft if motor develops a torque of 100 Newton meter. Correct. So we start. Number of teeth on A 15, number of teeth on B 20, number of teeth on C 15. Speed of A is given, or input shaft is given 1000 rpm, and torque developed by motor, that is on pinion A, it is 100 Newton meter. So by geometry we can write what dE. So diameter of E, dE equal to dA plus 2 dB, and dd is equal to d minus in bracket dB minus dC. Please carefully observe the geometry. So these two relations we got from the geometry. Since number of teeth are proportional to their pitch circle diameter, we can write T equal to TA plus 2TB and TD equal to TE minus in bracket TB minus TC. So TD equal to TE minus in bracket TB minus TC. Okay, so T equal to what? So T equal to TA 15 plus 2 into 20, that is 55. We got 55 put here 55. So TD 55 minus 20 minus 15, that is 50. So we got 55 and we got 50. Number of teeth on E, number of teeth on D. Now this is table of motion, step number, condition of motion. Now revolution of element. So here let us say arm. So arm is fixed. Then after that gear A. So gear A, that is pinion A. Then compound gear BC, correct. Then after that wheel D, and last is wheel E. So arm is fixed. Pinion A rotates through one revolution anticlockwise. So it is 0. It is plus 1. This is minus TA by TB. This is minus TA by TB into TC by TD, will D minus TA by TB into TC by TD, and will E minus TA by TB into TB by TE. Okay, minus TA by TB into, here B is connected to E, so minus TA by TB into TB by TE. Correct? Yeah. Add Y revolution Y. Then total motion y plus 0 y, this is x plus y minus x ta by dv, y minus x ta by tb into tc by td, and y minus x ta by tb. Now speed of motor shaft or speed of pinion, it is given 1000 rpm. So from table speed of A or pinion, it is x plus y. So x plus y equal to 1000. Now annular wheel is fixed, it is given. So in the problem, so y minus x, here E, y minus s t by tv is equal to 0. Putting the value, we got another equation y minus 0.273x. Now we got two equations simultaneously solved. We got x equal to 786, y equal to 21. What is our speed of machine shaft? Speed of machine shaft nothing but wheel D is mounted on machine shaft, therefore speed of wheel D. What is speed of wheel D? Now D here. It is y minus x ta by tb into tc by td. So y minus x ta by tb into tc by td. So it is coming, by putting all the value, it is coming plus 37.15 rpm. All of you check the answer. All of you check the answer. Plus 37.15 rpm. That means anti-clockwise. Now next it is asked torque exerted on the machine shaft. So we know the relation torque developed by motor into angular speed of motor is equal to torque exerted on machine shaft into angular speed of machine shaft, equilibrium condition. So torque developed by motor 100, angular speed of motor, that is omega I, because A is mounted on input shaft, and torque exerted on machine shaft we have to calculate into angular speed of machine shaft. Here D is on machine shaft, that's why omega D. So it is torque on machine shaft, it is equal to 100 into omega I by omega D. Omega I by omega D is nothing but NA by NB. So NA know, ND you know, and it is coming 2692 Newton meter. So this way we have to solve the various problems on the epicyclic gear train. Very interesting topic, and in NSEM and ENSEM in both the examination problems definitely there on epicyclic gear train. Now such question bank I have prepared for you. So you take down this question bank from the PDF notes I have provided to you. The solution is also there. So see that and accordingly solve the problem. We will solve some problem in from that question bank also. So don't worry. So we will see in the next class.